Hey, you.
Hey.
What you doing?
Playing mud.
Playing in the mud.
We're making circles.
Always playing in the mud.
And if the rain comes down to here, it'll make those balls float, and then they can like pretend that there's water. Like the mud is one. What's that? What is that? It's color orange.
Yep. It is about 3 days since the last video when it was a little chilly and we were coming off another ice storm. It's now Wednesday and it is 70 degrees and absolutely freaking gorgeous out. So I figured it was, well, I got a little something in the mail today. So I am excited to get that opened up. And forgive me for the, I don't even know how this is going to look because I don't normally film vlogs with my GoPro, but literally as I was saying see you next time at the end of the last video, the main camera battery died and I have not known where the charger was for several months, and I thought it was charging when I had it plugged into the computer, but it wasn't. So here I am on the GoPro. Just ordered a new charger. It'll be here tomorrow, but it's 70 degrees today and it's not going to be this nice the next few days. So I wanted to go ahead and get out here and work on the first real mods for the truck. I'm excited. The first little one that I did the other day was this step plate right here. You can see on camera it's actually a little bit more noticeable than it is in real life what the color is. But this is the step, the actual step on the tailgate, and all the clips on it that hold it on were broken, so every time you brought it down it was always falling off. And I actually didn't even know it because the other one didn't have it, but the new one actually has a button here. I think I showed in the previous video how it pulls out, but it just pulls out and drops down, and then the handle pulls out and up, locks in place, and you got your step up into the bed. And then it folds down super easy. Pick it up, slam it back in place. But I didn't even know it was supposed to have an actual button there. I thought it was just that dumb little latch. So that's pretty cool. But what we have here is, if you know much about trucks, we have a back flip hard tonneau cover or hard bed cover, which is something that I always thought about putting on that truck, but for what I do, sometimes it's kind of nice not having it. But then every time we go out of town, vacation, just if it's raining and I need to take stuff to work or home from work, can't use the bed because it's wide open and getting rained on. So I decided to go ahead and right off the bat put a cover on this one, and it's a nice one. So I'm very excited. Let's get this thing opened up. Got everything laid out. So this obviously is the cover itself. It's aluminum, and I forget how many pounds it is, but I want to say it's like maybe 60 pounds total, the entire thing. It's not very heavy. And basically all you do is some weather stripping that goes up front, and then you clamp the rails to each side of the bed with the C-clamps, and then there's a couple buckles to strap on, and then you attach the cover to the rails, clip it in, and that's it. And it's designed, the only thing that holds well, you'll see. It's designed so that you can completely take the entire cover off if you need like max capacity bed space, or if you're gonna be, I don't know, gonna get a scoop of mulch or something in it, you just want the cover out of the way. You can do that pretty easily, I believe. I don't know how often I would need to do that, but it's nice to know you can. So now that I've got it all unboxed, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it together. It's done. Apologies for the sun. It's gone down a little bit in the last hour I've been working on this, but there she is. The Backflip Industries MX4. It's a 4-panel cover, not counting the little small one up here where it actually attaches to the front of the rails. But the really cool thing about this one is, unlike my old truck back there and like my brother's truck, who was either the same year as mine, either 2013 or 2014, he has the same cover, or maybe not this exact model, but he has a backflip cover. And he had to actually buy a module to install in his tailgate because the tailgates don't lock on those trucks. However, on this new truck, if I lock the truck with my remote, tailgate locks, and we're secured. You cannot open this cover from the top, you know, from the cover in any way. You have to unlock the tailgate or unlock the truck and then lower the tailgate. And then to open it, again, sorry about the sun. To open it, you just grab this little wire, and there's one on each side. It's connected, but you pull the wire and it releases this little latch right here. So it releases it off the track. And then you just start folding. The second panel does not have a latch. Third panel and fourth panels do, but you can fold it all the way up to that point and have most of your bed accessible. But then if you need to have as much as possible without actually taking it off, there's a bumper right here, so that once you pull and raise this up, that's where it hits your back glass, so you're not gonna break your window. And then there's this little rod right here that's clipped in. So if you need to keep it up like that, you just pop the rod out, loosen this little rail support, tighten it back down, and then it won't fall forward, or fall backwards rather. And there's one on both sides. And then when you're done, just snap it back into place and fold it back down in reverse. Let it lock in place, tailgate up, and boom. Love that. Love it, love it. It's gonna rain all weekend, so we'll see how waterproof it actually is. It's supposed to be pretty waterproof. Oh, and I didn't even show you. Hopefully, yeah, you can see it up there, and I probably sound really echoey. In these rails right here, if water gets down into these rails, there's drain tubes and there's a little drain up there in the front, and those drain tubes just go down and out on both sides through the little cab plugs, or the bed plugs up there in the front. So in theory, assuming everything is properly installed and adjusted, it should be basically completely waterproof, which is going to be really great because, like you guys have seen in most of our, anytime we go on vacation, we pack in a lot of bags, and either way, like, we're trying to put as much stuff in the cab as possible, because stuff's either A, gonna blow out of the bed of the truck, or B, then we have to worry about, if it's gonna rain, we have to worry about stuff getting wet. So I've been long-term borrowing my parents' like soft top car top carrier for a while, because it just works as a giant waterproof bag inside the bed of the truck. Works pretty well. It's saved us a couple of times. But I was pretty sure that when I got a new truck, I was gonna go ahead and put one of these on. There are times with what I do at work with sometimes the bed of my truck is a dumpster for a day. If we're doing demo or something, I need more space, or don't have the big open trailer with me. Just various times it becomes a small dumpster sometimes. But I think the benefits are going to far outweigh the minor inconveniences of being able to just throw stuff over the sides into the bed, like I have been for 5 years with that truck. So, and if I really need to take it off, it comes off pretty easily. These right here are just, it's threaded. This is basically the head of a bolt that goes down in through the, you might be able to see it actually if I drop the tailgate again. Yeah, you can kind of see it up there, sort of. Right up at that little silver plate, there's a bolt that comes down from the top, and then you thread on the nut from down below. So that's all that holds it on. Just those two bolts up in the front, and then of course it latches into the track everywhere. But you could in a couple of minutes very easily just completely remove the entire cover, leaving the track in place, and go get, you know, mulch, dirt, whatever, if you really need it off. It's very easy to do. I've got a couple more things coming in this week for it as well. The cover of the three total like major upgrades to the truck that I've ordered. The cover was the last thing that I ordered. I ordered that Sunday afternoon, I think, and it showed up Wednesday afternoon, so it was very quick shipping. I got two other things though that are coming hopefully this week. So I will be back to finish this video in a couple days when they both show up. All right, it's now Saturday afternoon. I don't remember what day it was, maybe Wednesday when I did the cover here. But we had a couple more things come in. Not the one big thing that's coming next week, I think, but a couple of the little irritating things, or one of the big things and one of the little things. But one of the big things was Weathertech floor liners, which I have in my other truck as well, and this truck did not have them, so I went ahead and bought them. And they are one piece, well, it's three pieces for this truck because of the center console, but it's this entire back thing is all one, and you can pull it out very easily and wash it. And they are super awesome because I put them in like all of 2 days ago, and that's how dirty these front ones are already. And this is from one day at the job site. I think, I put these in Thursday night. That's what I put these in Thursday afternoon. So this is a day and a half worth of dirt, and makes them super easy to vacuum out, wipe off, whatever. Same thing on the other side, of course. And then the one thing that I had also ordered and was waiting on to come in was this dude, and this is actually the old one. I just took it out and put the new one in. Just this little guy right here was a super... Hi.
Hi.
Hold on, you can figure it out. It was super easy. You just pop off this cover here and pop off some clips that separate this piece from this piece, and gives you access to a couple screws that are right there. And it quite literally, like, it's just screws that go in these two holes right here and hold it in. And it seems to have done the trick because the wipers are not messing up as of now. We'll see if it stays that way. The last few days, it'll literally, like, when I turn the truck on, it'll automatically start wiping when it's not supposed to. But then I'm driving down the road and it'll just stop. So hopefully it's actually fixed now. We'll see. And the other thing which I wasn't sure if it would fix is the windshield washer fluid was not coming out of the little holes in the front of the dash, you know, to spray the windshield. Didn't know if it was because the sensor was bad or not. New sensor in, still wasn't coming out, so I did some quick Googling, and it turns out in one of the videos I watched, the guy said the little pump, which is this is a little pump that goes at the bottom of the washer fluid tank, and it was just really clogged up. So I opened mine up, took it off, and I had just finished cleaning it out when I remembered that I had new batteries for the camera and could probably go film again. New batteries came in, so I'm back on the normal vlog camera. But up under, I don't know if you can see very well, right there at the bottom of the tank is where that pump goes. This is the wiring harness that connects to it, and this is the, you know, the feed that goes to the actual outputs. But it was full. This whole little filter, this little white filter, which goes inside here, which is what connects to the tank, this was completely full and clogged with this junk right here. It's just like blue gunk. I don't even know what it is. There's still more of it in the tank. You can kind of see, sort of, maybe. I'm gonna actually wash the tank out real quick and clean that mess out. This engine bay is so much cleaner than my other one is too. We'll see how long that lasts. They probably cleaned it up really good at the dealership before I bought it, but it'll, I'm gonna do my best to try to keep this truck a little cleaner than I did the other one. We'll see. It's a work truck in a way, but I also like for it to be clean and, you know, not look bad too. So But let me clean this up real quick, and then we're gonna see if we have windshield washer fluid again. All right, got it cleaned up, put it back in there. And I thought I had some washer fluid in the shop, but apparently I don't. So I filled it up with water. We'll go ahead and crank it up and see if it works. I gotta change my oil soon anyway, so I'll go get some washer fluid and some oil this week. Hey, there we go. Cool. So now I got wipers that work when they're supposed to and not when they're not. And washer fluid, or what would be washer fluid. Just waiting on one more component. So I'll be back when the final piece of the first round of truck mods comes in, and we'll put that one in. All right, it's a few days later, again, Tuesday afternoon. Just got home from work. Got to do an oil change for the first time on the new truck. Got new washer fluid as well. So I got to drain all the, I put water in the tank over the weekend when I was checking to make sure it worked. So now I need to undo everything I did to fix it the other day and drain all the water back out so I can put the actual washer fluid in there. And then I've also got these little quick connects for the final piece of phase 1 of the truck mods that came in last night. And that final phase is this guy right here. I already unboxed it last night, but there she be. New Raptor style grill, because I like it, and I'm trying to get rid of all the chrome on this truck because I don't like chrome. It's the same, I don't even know if I showed it. I have the same version on my old truck. And for whatever reason, I honestly have no idea why, but all of these Raptor style grills all come, they say DOOD for whatever reason, but if you see that this letter and this letter are actually removable, this one actually came with the F and the R, so I can swap that out and it'll say Ford. On my other one, I actually had to go on eBay and find the right ones because the grill, I think most of the grills don't come with them, so it was kind of nice that this grill actually came with them. And then they also come with these, which I don't know if I'm going to put on, but they would really match the truck. They come with stickers that are like highlighted in red, which could look really good with the red truck. I don't know. We'll see. I might put them on the the letter, the D and the O that I'm taking off, just to see what they look like. And I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? But I'm gonna go ahead and swap that out. And the reason I need the little connectors is because the amber lights down there splice into the parking light or the running lights, so that they come on when the running lights are on and headlights are on and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna do all of that and do the washer fluid and all that good stuff while I'm letting the oil cool down, because I mean, you can do an oil change when it's hot. There's, you know, it's just, I like to not have hot oil running all over me if it drips or spills or anything crazy like that. So, and kids are out here running around being crazy as usual. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get this.
Already playing with the old antenna. Hey, be careful with that. I'll let you guys skip all the boring parts. I'm not going to set up a camera and do a time lapse of the whole new grill install or anything crazy like that. But I'll check in throughout the process and show you what I'm doing and the quick little down and dirty. All right, 10-minute update. Took this plastic cover off of right here, just held on by a bunch of these little push fittings and all these little holes here. And then these 4 holes here had bolts in them, which are out. So now I should just be able to lift up on the grill itself and it should come right out. There we go. She's out. I actually forgot about a couple little things down low. There's some little clips that hold this rubber piece in, and then there's actually bolts right here at the bottom of the grill that go in right down in here that you got to kind of like bend this plastic piece out of the way to get to. But it's out, ready to swap the parts over and put the new one in. Got everything swapped over, all the electrical components and the whatever this movable grill thing on the back is. I won't pretend to know what that's for. It's some sort of damper that's controlled electronically to, I assume, control airflow that gets to the radiator. But I don't know exactly why, because my other truck did not have that I'm aware of. Or maybe it did and I don't remember. I don't know. I could go like, I suppose, but it's interesting. But everything is switched over, so it is time to go ahead and drop it in. All right, finally got it done. Ended up taking way longer than I thought it would, partially because the install of this grill is just more difficult on this newer truck than it was on the older one, just because of the amount of, just the way it mounts. And then those stupid little clips didn't work. Feel like I remember them not working last time, and they didn't work this time either. And it took me a while trying to figure out if it was the clips or if there was something else going on. And then I realized that the lights were fine and they weren't making a good connection. So I cut in the wires and soldered them so that they will be making good contact and actually work. And now they work. Ta-da! And it works out that now it's dark. You can't really see the grill as well, I know, but light it up with my flashlight a little bit. If I had finished just like half an hour ago, it would have been perfect because there was still a little bit of light, but now it's all gone. But it's in, and they work, and they look awesome. Better in person than they do on camera, which is all that matters, right? Down the road, I'll upgrade the headlights as well, but gotta wait a little while. Spent too much money on this thing already. But it is now, I don't even know what time it is now. I've been out here for way longer than I intended to be, but still gotta change the oil and put some washer fluid in there and clean up from swapping the grill over. But I'm very pleased with it. And that will bring us to the end of this video of phase 1 or round 1 of the new truck modifications. It's been a fun 2 weeks, kind of checking the mail every day, waiting for stuff to come in. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.